Hello and welcome back to Bionic Heart 2. And before I continue, is anybody else starting to get a Rapture vibe from this place? Yo, I'm just sort of waiting for the splices to start turning up at this point. Anyway. By the way, no offense meant towards your wife, I'm certain you chose her from among the finest on Earth. What the? Miss Masters, I would very much prefer it if you didn't make such implications. I'm sorry, did I? You did. Eleanor is the woman I love, and I didn't choose her like one chooses a pair of shoes. We belong together, that's why I brought her with me. Oh, I apologise then. I didn't mean to imply anything. Good. Oh, by the way, sorry for bringing this topic up again. Eleanor, I still need to examine her sometime in the next few days. Do you think you could arrange when that she's at home? Just give me a call, I'll see you meet with her. Good. She stands up and nods at me. Then let's talk again over the holo. I will, as soon as there's something new from me. Goodbye, Mr. Walker. Goodbye, Miss Masters. Sarah turns and leaves me alone in the booth. Well, back to Lucas Walker's research. Wait. Sarah forgot to log out of her account. Her research. All the data on the virus she constructed. It's still accessible. I can still see all of it. I can still do whatever I want with this data. Do I? Or... I suspect they've probably got safety measures in place to know if I've copied it, so for now I'm just going to have to leave it untouched. No, too dangerous. If Sarah finds out what I did, I can't risk that. I simply close the file she left open until I'm back in the main user menu. Then I log her off. And now to get into Lucas Walker's private files. Good thing Sarah gave me that password. First line of Shakespeare's 18th sonnet. Let's see. Shall I come... What's going on here? Why is the password length limited to 11 characters? Did she give me a wrong password? If she did, is that a test to find out if I really am Lucas Walker? Oh dear, that's not a good sign. Tanya, you're one smart woman. Asking Luke to give you both his and Helen's keycard was the best idea you've had in a long time. So, is this your friend's place? This is Helen's place. And she would object to you living with her? This place seems rather small. Well, if she knew she'd probably object, but... She's on an extended trip right now. Won't be back until I'm gone again. Or rather, she can't come back as long as I haven't stopped Nanotech from chasing me. Alright then, but I don't want to hear any complaints from her. There won't be any. So what next? What are your next steps? Good question. I know who's behind all this, but there's nowhere to touch him directly. You're talking about Mr. Mayor, aren't you? Who else? I could try and find some stains on his vest. You won't find any. He controls the police, he's pretty much untouchable. He'll make sure that all the skeletons in his closet are kept secret. Which means there will be people who know about said skeletons. I doubt it. Mayor would demand to have all that information deleted. If you knew secrets were potentially worth a fortune as blackmail, would you just delete them? Or rather, if you were a government official willing to take money from someone like Mr. Mayor, would you be above trying to keep some of his dirty laundry, just in case you really needed it? I don't know. Most of the people Mayor bribes would probably consider him too important an ally to betray him. Most of them, but all of them? Maybe you do have something. This could be worth investigating. And that'll be what Rob and I will do over the next few days. Be careful with Julia, though. I don't think she'll like what you did to her. Yeah, she'll have a lot of explaining to do first. There aren't any robots in the police force. LS-17 for LS-16. Tina, are you there? This is LS-16. What's up, Rob? Tina, we have a problem. Our detainee seems to have gotten away. What? How? She broke through the doors of the van. She broke out of an armoured van? Quite violently, so I'm afraid. The door flew 10 feet. That's bad news. That's a good deal above my power level. Tanya, is that you? It is. Even worse news is we now have no proof of what happened, or that Agent Storm is actually some sort of robot. You're right. All she has to do is show up tomorrow and deny anything happened today. You better take care of yourselves. I doubt she'll leave it at a mere denial. Thanks for the heads up. Stop being so sarcastic, Rob. I'll meet you at the station in a few minutes, okay? Fine with me. LS-17 out. Looks like you two will have a bit of a problem. Yeah, we've survived worse. Make sure you're alright yourself. I'll do my best. Thanks again for the help. You're welcome. And there she goes. I'm back on my own. Don't start thinking about my own safety. First and foremost, I need to keep a low profile. Helen's neighbours have never seen me before, and I'm rather sure no one saw me coming in just now. They might wonder what I'm doing here without Helen. There's two ways I can handle this. One would be to be as quiet and careful as possible, make sure no one knows that somebody lives here at the moment. And if someone finds out, get rid of that person. The second way would be to introduce myself to the neighbours as a friend of Helen's. Tell everybody I'm minding her home while she's on vacation. It means I wouldn't have to harm anybody, but there would be people who could describe me in case anyone ever comes asking for me. Both solutions are hardly optimal, but I can't think of any others. Okay, let's go for the cover story. I mean, I can't just go ahead killing random people because they got in my way. And now that I've decided on this, it's time for the important part. What to do about Nanotech and Mia. The obvious solution would be to break in, steal some sort of damning evidence, and find someone who can make it public. That'd be tough, considering that Mia controls the media. I doubt there would be any station willing to pick up the news. Maybe steal something incriminating, put it in the hands of one of Mia's enemies? He's rich, he's powerful, and he's an arsehole, so he's sure to have more than a few enemies. Probably rival corporations or something like that. But, nah. I can't trust another corporation. How can I be sure they're not just as bad as Nanotech? How can I be sure they won't try to sell everything back to Mia, including me? I could wait and see what Tina and Robert come up with. Maybe they could dig up some help. But even if they do, how are we going to make it public? The police force, everything will just be swept under the rug as always. I need to find help. I need to find someone who has a way of making Mia's villainy known. Someone who can get a media channel under his control and spread the muck I find on Mia. I need a hacker. The guys who made the fake ideas for Luke, Helen and Tom. Maybe they get me in touch with someone who can help. They seem like the right kind of crowd for that. Alright then, I know what I'll be doing, but before that, time to recharge my power cells before they run out again. I was comfortable enough the first time. I wouldn't want a second. And after that, let's pay my new neighbours a visit. Act 3. Access granted. Luke in the Hippocrates Research Centre. Damn. Why would this woman give me the wrong password? She has no reason to distrust me, let alone test me in any way. She seemed really eager to get to know Lucas Walker. I doubt it's just because of my charming personality. If only I had a way to ask her about this again. No, that's no good. Even if she isn't suspecting anything right now, that'd be sure to make me look suspicious. What do? I know my Shakespeare quite well. I could probably even remember the full text of the 18th sonnet if I tried. But I only need 10 letters from it, and there could be any 10 letters. First letter of each line. No, that's not possible. Sonnets have 14 lines. Place each letter with its position in the alphabet, then add up double the numbers. No, that couldn't possibly produce a 10-digit number. I can't even be sure Lucas Walker would have used all 10 characters of his possible password. Damn, I'm no good at codes and stuff like that. I was never interested in mathematical puzzles and the like. Oh, Tom's much better at these things. Wait, Tom? I'm sure these terminals... Yes, they do have a communicator function. All I need to do is call my own address. Tom should be there. Doubt he'd leave the flat much. Not could risk running into Van Outgala's girlfriend. Okay, let's see. Lucas Walker... There it is. That's his entry. Now just choose request communication and... Tom sure is taking his time. Hello? Oh, Luke. Hi there, it's me. I can see that. What's up? I need a favour from you. A favour? I'm having trouble with a password here. You're good with computers. Yes, but I doubt I could help you hack a system from here. I'd need to set up remote access. I don't need you to hack anything. I just need the password to Lucas Walker's private files. And how am I supposed to know that? Well, the password is supposed to be, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? What? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? It's the first line of Shakespeare's 18th sonnet. Well, if that's the password, just type it in, or say it aloud if it's a voice-activated system. That doesn't work. I typed the password, but with a maximum length of 11 characters. In what language? Well, the keyboard setup is basic English, but it can be switched to any other language, even Chinese and other stuff. Have you tried translating the line into Chinese? No. In Chinese and a few other languages, one character can be an entire word, not just a letter. So the entire first line could have 11 characters then. Doesn't sound right to me. Lucas Walker was a nanotech specialist like me, not a linguist, and his flat doesn't look as if he's much of a fan of any specific foreign culture. Maybe it's much easier. Have you tried using the first letter of each word in the line? The first letter? Oh, what was that line again? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Try sixthsad. Sounds good. Oh, not. Damn. Doesn't work, Tom. Right, it's only 8 letters, not 11, and... thinking about it, a code only made up of letters could be way too easy to crack. What do you mean? Oh, most codes like that use letters and numbers, and that increases the number of possible combinations by quite a bit. So there could be numbers in that code. Yeah, but I don't see how one could logically translate any of those words into a number. But the code must still be easy to remember. Oh, wait. You said it was the first line of Shakespeare's 18th sonnet? Yes. Then we have our number, 18. Huh? Type in the code again, but this time add the number 18 to the end. Oh, I see. That still fits within the 11 characters. Let's try that. 6, 18... Damn, still not correct. Sorry, Tom. Still not right. Oh, damn. What am I overlooking? No idea. Are there any other ways of making one of these codes more secure? Oh, sure. You can mix both capital letters and small letters. So when a phrase of a word starts with a capital letter, and the corresponding letter in the code would be capitalized. Let's see. Slickthud 18. Still wrong, and... Now it says warning, 2 attempts left. Ouch, that's not good. If you run out of attempt access to these files, will probably be locked. Doesn't trigger an alarm, and I don't want that. Yeah. Sure you typed in everything correctly, no mistakes. No mistakes. And you also capitalized the first letter. Of course I did. I capitalized both the first, the S, and the I. None of the words are... No, wait, maybe. Maybe? I'll try Slick18. Damn it! What? In the first printed version of the poem, the word summer was also capitalized, so I tried it with a second capital S, but it still didn't work. The first printed version? Yeah, the first folio. Didn't you learn anything in school? Hey, I was constantly one of the best in my class, just not in English. Anyway, I only have one attempt now. Last ideas? Not really. We've covered the numbers, letters, we've covered capitals too, so there can't be any specific characters in Old English poem. Shakespeare didn't use Old English, 17th century, Tom. Yeah, okay. What I meant to say is there's probably no dollar signs or asterisks in the original poem. Wait, what was that line again? Sheesh, can't you memorize 8 words? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? That's a question, isn't it? Sure. Does it have a question mark at the end in its original version from that folio? A question mark? You're right, it does. Then try that. Put a question mark at the end of the phrase before the 18. That's exactly 11 characters. So it's a question mark 18. Hopefully not if that was my last try. Here goes nothing. It worked! Oh, Tom, it worked. Woohoo! The Tomster strikes again. There they are, the files. Lucas Walker's files. Thanks, Tom. I'm in your debt. Never mind it. Just treat me to a beer or something. You mean once you're out of my flat and can't just grab everything you want out of my fridge again, eh? Very funny. See you soon, buddy. Yeah. Oh, good lord. Sorry about that. Yeah. See you, Luke. Bye. Bye. And I disconnect the line, smiling to myself. Alright, that's that. Now let's see what secrets Lucas Walker stored in here. Tanya in the London slums. Okay, this must be the place. It's quite a dump, but I guess that's what you have to expect in these circles. The guys I contacted about the hacker were the same I got the fake IDs from. They said this fast Jack was the best. And that's good, because I'm going to need the best. Now, if only that guy would show up. I'm already 17 minutes late, and he isn't here either. Looks like you came without company, lady. What? He's right behind me. Don't look so startled, lady. You wanted to meet me. How did you sneak up on me? Just jacked your eyes and ears and deleted myself from their input in real time. You're made up of more Cybertronics than any other person I've met. You jacked my eyes and ears? Lady, if it's anything electronic, I can jack it. Your eyes and ears are so why couldn't I get into them? You actually established a connection to my eyes and ears within 7 minutes? That's why they call me the Fast Jack. Now wait a minute. You are Fast Jack? The same? You can't be older than 16. 15, actually. And do you Also have a real name? Jason. Jason Masters, but that wouldn't help you track me down. I've covered my tracks quite well. This boy looks so confident. He must really believe in himself. Impressive. I wouldn't have thought the legendary hacker in my contacts described would be anything like you. Your contacts had never met me offline. I don't mix with small-time crooks like them. You, however, are a different matter. I am? Sure you are. Your description's all over the police networks. Then I found out your body is really something to look at. Aren't you a little young to say that to a grown woman? Nah, not like that. Large parts of your body are artificial. Makes you quite an interesting sight, lady. Call me Tanya. Not your real name, I suppose? It's my only name. I don't use any spiffy pseudonyms like Fast Jack. Didn't choose that one, Tanya. The others gave it to me. But it's stuck, I guess. Okay, so you can jack electronics. Whatever that means. It means hijack, of course. Sheesh, you're a little slow, aren't you? Oh, why am I yawning so much this morning? I could show you how fast I can be if you want to, but... Anyway, you're good enough of a hacker to break into the police network. That much I know of you. Yep. The question is, how good are you? Really? You want to know? Definitely. There's no system on Earth I can't break into. Not one. Absolutely none. Not even those with the highest levels of security. Tanya, I was able to crack your so-called highest levels of security when I was 9. All the systems on Earth work on algorithms that you can calculate. Even calling that security is a joke. Are there any levels of security you can't overcome? Well, the more advanced quantum locks will be quite troublesome for me, but... Oh, I doubt they'll be developed within the next 5 years. Huh? What I'm saying is that the technology that could stop me doesn't exist yet. Then how do you know it's going to be developed? Be from the future or something like that? Something like that, yes. The boy's grinning happily at me. Obviously he enjoys teasing me quite a bit. In any case, let's get to why I asked to meet you. Whoa, Tanya, not so fast. Huh? First of all, what's in it for me? What will you pay me? What are your usual rates? Jason raises an eyebrow. You think I'd ask for money? Tanya, if I need money, I just hack a bank, transfer some to my account. I don't need money. Then, what else do you need? Favors! Didn't your contacts tell you that? I may not have asked them the right questions. I asked if they knew a good hacker, and the name Fast Jack came up. Then let me tell you how this works, Tanya. My business is back scratching. Back scratching? You scratch my back, I scratch yours, you do me a favor, I do you a favor. And it better not be a favor money can buy, if you get my meaning. I see. So, what do you have to offer? Yep, that's the question, isn't it? What do I offer this boy? What do I have to offer him? What am I willing to do? All these options suck, in my opinion. That's threaten the kid, offer to kill someone for the kid, or prostitute yourself to the kid. Right, he's 15, so I'm not... Granted, that one would probably work, because a lot of 15-year-olds are kind of idiots, especially the arrogant ones. And let's face it, this kid's a bit arrogant. But I'm not down on threatening the kid, so... Anybody you want dead? Are there any people you don't like? I can see to it these people stop bothering you. That doesn't... Forever. You mean you'd kill someone for me? Yes. Do you have any... well, experience with that? Why do you think the police are looking for me? Jason seems to think about that. I accept that as payment. Good. So, what is it you need from me? Do you know nanotech? Technology or the corporation? Corporation. Jason sneers. Do I know him? Who doesn't? They're the biggest corp in Britain, very influential, very rich, steals a lot of their ideas from others, and sometimes even makes people disappear. I need information on them. Go watch the news, they're everywhere. I need the sort of information that is not in the news. Ah, now it's starting to make sense. You're after their secrets. Exactly. So it's industrial espionage you need me for? No. That seems to confuse Jason a little. Then what secrets? I want their dirt. I want that crime the mayor and his cronies have committed since they took over the company from his father. Heck, I want his father's crimes too. And I don't just want to know them, I want them published. I want them on the 6 o'clock news of every channel if possible. That sounds as though you have a serious grudge against these people. You're damn right about that. And there's also a serious problem with that plan. What problem? I thought you could jack any piece of technology. Why not communication satellites? That won't be the problem. The problem is the sort of information you're looking for probably won't exist. Well, at least not on any servers I can access. I thought you could break into any system. I can break into any system if I have somewhere to access it. Any sort of business stuff needs to be exchanged between Nanotech and its subsidiaries, so the servers they're on have to be connected to the web, which means I can access them. But the kind of muck you're looking for won't be on one of those servers. If it does exist, then it'll be in a self-contained environment, the Nanotech intranet. Probably. Is that a problem? Oh yeah, it is. To get into the Nanotech intranet, I need to get into the Nanotech facility itself. And I mean physically get into it. I need to access one of the terminals they have inside. I was planning to go in there anyway, so... What if I take you there? What, you? Yes, I've been there already. You mean, you would actually break into Nanotech and you take me with you? If it's necessary for you to get the information I need, yes. Jason's looking at me with wide eyes. Lady, you have a serious problem. Call me Tanya. Tanya, you have a serious problem. I know, and that's why I need you. Jason doesn't look good. He's definitely thinking hard now. Or are you afraid you're not up to the challenge? Me? Afraid? That seems to have shaken off his doubt. I'm not afraid of anything. So you're coming with me? Yeah, I'm coming. I'll need to prepare for it, but so will you, I suppose. Nanotech. Funny. Funny? That you would ask me to hack into Nanotech of all places. A strange coincidence that... That? Nothing. Just a coincidence. Alright then, let's get prepared. Meanwhile, at the police station. Well then, I'm back. Good. Any troubles? Aside from you letting Julia get away. I didn't let Agent Storm get away. You should have seen what she did to that armoured van. I'd certainly like to take a look later. Is it still here? No. Colleagues from Technical Services took it with them. They're going to search it for evidence. Good. I might speed things up a little. It'll also make our next job easier. Our next job? I talked to Tanya while we were at her new hideout. She's still fingering Richard Mayer IV for everything that happened. Do you think she'd agree to give herself up to the police? I doubt it. She seemed more like the renegade type to me. Sort of rather not be in anyone's care. Oh, pity. She could be useful as a crown witness against Mayer. A robot? Not sure whether robots would even be allowed to testify in court. Oh, you're right. I didn't think of that. Tanya, Vanek, and Agent Storm seems so lifelike. It's easy to forget there are any machines. However, I think there's another way we could get to Mayer. And that is... start digging in his dirty laundry. He'll be sure to have some. What, you want to start investigating nanotech? Yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Tina, that's the worst plan anyone could come with. Do you know how much trouble that could bring us? Quite a bit. It's probably the best way of unraveling this case. You're insane. There must be some other way. I don't think so. We don't have any other leads right now. Technical Services will come up with new leads in a few hours. Then we can continue investigating on the case. Have you forgotten that we're technically still off the case? Julia officially took it away from us. Jeez, that decision's going to be reversed tomorrow. My report on the Chief's desk made it absolutely clear that the order came from a robot, not a real member of Special Branch. Even more reason to do as much research as possible right away. I don't want any of our leads to get cold while we're waiting for some official papers. And how are you planning on doing this? How do you want to finger someone like Richard Mayer IV? You know he's untouchable. He is, but there'll be people who are working for him who aren't. And these people will know that better than to cross him. But I'm certain they won't be stupid enough to get involved in Mayer, and not make sure he can just dispose of them if their existence becomes inconvenient to him. You mean someone may be blackmailing Mr. Mayer? Not blackmailing, no. No one would be that stupid, but I'm certain someone keeps a very, very infringing document somewhere in a bank locker, just in case Mayer doesn't like him anymore. And you're trying to find some of these documents. One would be enough. Tina, you're getting way, way too involved in this. What could possibly happen in a day that causes leads like that to get cold? There are a lot of things that can happen in a day. We need to stay on top of this. You're wrong, Rob. This case is urgent. And by what fantastic Holmesian deduction have you found out that urgency? I know I have no evidence, but my gut feeling tells me. Your gut feeling? Yeah. You know what, Tina? Fine. Go ahead. Do your research. Get in trouble. But I will have nothing to do with that. Fine. Let me do all the legwork by myself. Not that, Tina. Don't try to make me feel guilty. I'm trying to make you feel like a policeman, Rob. In case you've forgotten that you are one. And you seem to have forgotten that we're partners. We're friends. Ouch. Rob, get out. Tina, out! Rob's face still shows his anger, but he nods and leaves the office. I remember where I am and take a deep breath, calm down again. Now where to start? First of all, find people who've worked for nanotech, contractors, people who aren't on the official payroll but still receive money from them. Okay. Nanotech could theoretically use their employees to do their dirty work, but I doubt that'll work out. Fortunately, I can easily access all the documents the government has on their business activities. The world is a dangerous place and there are many trade agreements you must follow. Even a corporation the size of Nanotech which prove where the profits come from, they're called smuggling contraband. That could become inconvenient. But what I'm looking for are the tax reports. I'll have to report all expenses, including paid bills. All I need to do is find something suspicious in these. 23,000 and something bills Nanotech reported last month alone? Oh, this is going to take a bit of time, I fear. I start by having the names alphabetically ordered, then I filter out all running expenses, salaries paid, small sums. I still have a heap of data before me afterwards. Okay, let's get going. Starting with the letter A. Time passes. A lot of time passes. Midnight passes, and I'm somewhere in the middle of the letter C by now. I'm not going to finish this in a day, and that's only the first step. But I can't get lazy now, definitely not. Especially because it's only the first step. 1 more hour, I tell myself. 1 more hour, and then I'm going to bed. Carrington Enterprises. 10 tons of aluminium composites shipped from Johannesburg to Rotterdam. Carry or Parcel Limited. Delivery contract for 5,000 units of a pacemaker to Sydney, Australia. Carson Robert, Security Consulting and Security Staff Training. Carson Robert? Rob? I open the bill and take a closer look. £60,000 paid to Robert Carson for services including but not limited to training the Nanotech security force? The document includes the official stamp from the desk of the chief granting Rob leave for the assignment. 60,000? That's 3 months' pay! Rob is taking money from Nanotech? Why didn't he tell me? Why didn't he ever say anything? I look at the date. The 8th. But that's not possible. Rob and I were out on patrol on the 8th. He can't have been a Nanotech that day. What's going on here? What is this? Sorry, Tina. Sorry. Rob? I had a remote connection open with that terminal you were working at. I could see what you were doing. Rob, I told you to let it be. I told you to keep your fingers off Nanotech. Why didn't you listen? Oh dear. What's up with Rob, I wonder? Well, that to me seems like a pretty convenient point to end this video and say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.